loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up in magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game.
Set, ready. 60 outlaw. Get it on.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Buying time to his left. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. They run, it's Mark Ingram. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Now Jackson on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's first and 10 from the 12. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Brees. And that is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it's going to be 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Brees now. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw is Brees. Looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. A.J. Klein able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson being chased out left. He finds an opening past the 40. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. This one complete to Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brees. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Switch. Hey, kill. Rabbit. Kick. X3. 218, chopper. Kill it, turn it up.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. He's going to fire one deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 83 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Jackson on first down. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. To throw again on second down. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. To give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field. And he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Right there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? And it held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Breeze now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to rifle. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 51 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see it happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Here's Jackson. Now he'll pull it down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And that will be incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Returnable for Thomas. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half.
Let's go. Ready. Yellow waiting. Mike, 36. Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, watch it. Watch it. 53. Smooth. 36. 36 to Mike. Let's pick it up. It's our time. Good, good, good. All right, cool. Ready, catch.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting. 12. Slam.
Breeze now on first down. And Thomas has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Breeze. They complete it to Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12, 16.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 81 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously, a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill. Get set. Get set.
They run it for the first time with a backup move. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 43-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now Jackson on 1st down, on the move to his left. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Room here to run. A big play there out of Kamara. And even 50 yards on the ground. He was able to set the edge on the left side, and the O-line able to set the edge well, too, on that side. They did a good job blocking out in front.
And you and I both know there's only a set amount of blockers that can be out in front. But didn't it feel like there was double on that play to open up the path?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's the fullback, Zach Line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. On 2nd down now, it's Murray. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, it's Brees. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Hey, Delta.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Kamara off the draw. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They run. It's Kamara. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. The Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 53 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Saints 45, Ravens 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Demario Davis picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Being chased out left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Trying to improvise. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And I think the ball's out. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Demario Davis getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here. And that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. No kill. Hey, we got 4 down.
Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Then with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.
EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.